It's twice as nice today in Newport, Rhode Island as the Gulls get set for 2 games against the Upper Valley Nighthawks here at Guardians Field for the NECBL Broadcast Network. I'm Gavin Bishow. We welcome you pregame here in Newport, Rhode Island. A beautiful day on the last day of June, and not only 1 but 2 games take place. Newport, the road team at 3 o'clock, will be back home for a 7-inning game at 6:35 p.m. Both teams, the only matchups they'll face each other this year in the cross division. Newport 5-2 against interleague teams, have won their last 3 games against those opponents, while Upper Valley coming off of 3 straight losses, trying to get back on the right track today. Newport will start with Aiden Coleman on the mound in game 1 and hope to kickstart a day on the mound that may be a little better than what we saw against Danbury on Saturday. Newport allowed 12 runs, the highest total they allowed all year long. We have more here pregame as we have 2 games at 3 o'clock and 6:35 here from Guardians Field. You don't want to miss it.
You got me, higher, higher. You got me, on fire, fire. Every day, feeling like a holiday. You got me.
I'm here with Newport Gulls outfielder AJ Avasco on the NECBL Broadcast Network. AJ, thank you so much for joining us here pregame at Guardians Field. Rising sophomore out of Kansas State, phenomenal year, all Big 12 freshman team. How was that like for you to get inserted right away for an NCAA tournament team and have that big of an impact?
Yeah, it was really cool. You know, we had a really good season. Just unfortunately it ended in the regionals, but I think we had a pretty good year all around. So, yep.
And watching you at the plate, especially, you've been super aggressive throughout the entire summer, swinging on 3-0, swinging hard hacks early on in counts. Is that something you've always done, or is that something you're working on this summer?
Yeah, the 1 home run I hit was 3-0. I was just trying to be aggressive, find some, over the plate I could hammer. And, I've always been an aggressive hitter, so, I felt pretty good. But, yeah, I've always been a pretty aggressive hitter my whole life. So.
And is that approach more of a mentality at the plate, or is it more of just finding maybe fastballs or better pitches to hit?
Yeah, I would say fastballs mostly. Always hunting fastballs, anywhere over the plate. But, yeah, I've always been a really aggressive hitter, and anything over the plate, I'm trying to hammer. So.
And we've seen you get a lot of extra base hits so far, moving left and right fields, and you've been in the bottom of the lineup. Now we see you earlier in the lineup today before the game against Upper Valley. How's it been for you this summer, getting adjusted with Newport, kind of bouncing around, working with a bunch of different guys?
Yeah, just trying to get used to the wood bats a little bit. I think that's why I struggled a little bit early. Just trying to get used to wood bats a little bit more, but getting more and more comfortable here. It's a really nice place to be, and yep, enjoying it so far. So.
Well, AJ, hope you keep enjoying it. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck today and the rest of the way out. We'll talk to you shortly. AJ Avasco, Newport Gulls outfielder. We'll have more here at Guardians Field pregame, but before Newport takes on the Upper Valley Nighthawks for 2 games in Newport, Rhode Island.
Welcome back to the Newport Gulls pregame show on the NECBL Broadcast Network. My name is Ethan Poole. I'm joined here by Cade Brown. Cade, thanks so much for coming on today. How are you feeling your first few weeks in Newport?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I really enjoy it here so far. It's a great time. I mean, the weather's great. Get a good crowd every night and play baseball every day at the beach. So, a lot of fun so far.
Yeah, you spent any time at the beach?
Yeah, we on the off days we went shark fishing a couple times and just hung out at the beach and threw some football and stuff like that. So, it's been fun.
Yeah, it's a fun time. You've been tearing the cover off the ball here in Newport. You're hitting close to 350. What's been your mindset at the plate?
I just go up there and have competitive at-bats every at-bat and try to hit the ball hard and just hope it falls after that.
Yeah, your freshman year in Georgia, you did get some time, but much more of an everyday player here. What is that like for you?
That's kind of why I came up here, just be an everyday player again. And it's been great be on the field and have an impact on pretty much every game so far, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, obviously, if you make it to college baseball, you play a lot of summer ball. What's the difference between, traveling to another place, playing summer ball, compared to like an AAU team or something like that, traveling around the country?
I would say every game's more competitive in summer ball. I feel like so far. We're facing good arms pretty much no matter where we went. So I feel like that's the biggest difference.
And finally, something that kind of is on the mind of a lot of baseball fans is the transition from a metal bat to a wood bat. What has that been like for you this summer?
It's definitely different if you get jammed. I got jammed the other night and kind of hurt my thumbs a little bit. But overall, I mean, with both bats, you got to hit the ball in the barrel anyway if you want to do anything. So, it's not, I mean, there's a little difference, but not, at the end of the day, it's still got to hit the ball hard.
All right, good to know. Cade, thank you so much for your time. We will be back with more Newport Gulls pregame show only here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
And welcome back to the NECBL pregame broadcast. I'm here with Gavin Bishow. Gavin, you've been doing broadcasting for a while now. Could you want to just talk about some of your experience so far?
Yeah, it's just kind of been something I've been trying to do since I was in high school. Podcasts, high school basketball broadcasts. Then once I got into the University of Miami, it's just been nonstop since then, TV, radio, all that kind of stuff. And now I'm here in Newport. Can't beat it. It's unbelievable.
So you're our head broadcaster up in the booth. What are you hoping to get out of working here with the Gulls?
Well, I think one thing is the amount of opportunities you get to broadcast games at a high quality rate. The New England League is one of the best that the country has to offer, and so when you can call 44 games in less than 2 months, that's always a big treat, because when I do radio at Miami, it's like you call a game or two a week. 2 weeks go by, you don't follow a team throughout the entire season, so getting to know a lot of these players, their stories, their backstory, that's also a really big part of it, and really why I love it.
And so far, what's your favorite memory being here in Newport?
There's a lot of them. That's hard. I would probably say at least one of them had to be the walk-off walk against Bristol, Kyle Branch. I mean, that was just a great game, going down multiple times, coming back. That game itself was probably one of the most fun I've had calling a game against Bristol that went a couple weeks ago.
All right, well, thanks for being here, Gavin, and we'll be back in a little bit with more pregame.
We are back here at Guardians Field pregame on the NECBL Broadcast Network. I'm Gavin Beecher, joined alongside Gulls manager Mike Coombs. Coach, thank you for joining us as always. Doubleheader today against Upper Valley. 2 games, both 7 innings. Kind of want to jump right in. Is there a different approach to it as a manager in terms of how you control the game, substitutions and stuff like that when it's a shorter game?
Well, when you have a doubleheader, it's kind of nice because everybody gets to play. So if you don't play the first game, probably the second game, and vice versa. And that way we keep everybody happy.
Yeah. And so with the pitching staff especially, does that make it any harder, or you can see a lot of shorter appearances from guys?
Try to get 4 or 5 out of them. We're gradually increasing. We've gone from 3 innings to 4 innings to 5 innings to now we're hitting July tomorrow. Now it's for real. Yeah. So if you can give me 5 as a starter, man, you're good to go. Yeah.
And so in the loss on Saturday against Danbury, in a game where you guys almost came back and gave the Westerners a run for their money, we saw later in that game you kind of made a trip down to the bullpen. What was that for, and what was the purpose of that?
Was talking with Conley, and he wanted to know how many was going to go, and I said, well, now that Bristol only went 1, you might get 2, and that's what we were chatting about.
And in that loss, again, we saw some fight from your guys. We saw a lot of it last year, coming back down big in games. Does the team give you that similar confidence when in those situations?
Yeah, I mean, we face a pretty good pitcher today in the first game. I don't know about the second game, but the first game he's pretty good. So we'll just have to get after him as best as we can.
Sounds good, Coach. Thank you so much for the time. Good luck for 2 games today. Not 1, 2. Coach, great as always. We have more here from the NECBL Broadcast Network pregame at Guardians Field. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to the Newport Gulls pregame show on the NACBL Broadcast Network. I'm Ethan Poole, joined to my left by Josh Castellani. Josh, how are you enjoying your time in Newport so far?
It's been great here. I mean, it's a nice area, good baseball. It's just an awesome experience here. So, I mean, it's like no other.
Yeah. Throughout your life, you've kind of moved up the East Coast, born in Florida, playing your college ball in Clemson, now spending the summer in New England. What makes Newport and New England League different from everywhere you've been, both on the baseball field and off of it?
Well, on the baseball field, I feel like there's a lot of talent here. Just on our team, it's like unreal how much talent there is. Even the guys that we play, like this team that we're playing today, is obviously pretty good. And yeah, the area is like no other. The beaches are beautiful. It's just awesome.
All right, you've played a great third base so far this summer. How does it feel to be able to impact the game defensively along with your bat?
Yeah, I'm just trying to help my team win, do what's best for the team, and just give it my all every day.
All right, when you're coming out of high school, you're ranked as one of the best incoming freshmen for the ACC. What was that like, and how do you think you're going to be able to reach your full potential this summer and then beyond?
Yeah, I saw that and it was a surreal moment. Obviously, the ACC is a very tough conference, and I would just like to, keep working. And it starts here, playing every day here. I'd like to bring it into Clemson next year.
All right, and do you have a personal goal for this summer on the field?
Yeah, just have fun. I feel like it's a big part of baseball, just having fun. So no matter how I do, good or bad, I would just like to keep it positive and have fun here.
All right, Josh, man, thank you so much for your time. We will be back later on with more of the Newport Gulls pregame show only here on the NACBL Broadcast Network.
We're back here at Guardians Field, and a new bombshell has entered the NACBL Broadcast Network. I'm Gavin Bischoff. Joined alongside Dre Lewis. Dre, an avid Love Island fan. Kind of want to go into that. What is it that keeps you so hooked onto that?
I mean, some of my friends watch it, so we're in a group chat together, and we kind of go over the episodes after every episode. So it's some fun to keep me close to my friends, and then I kind of like it.
Yeah. Like friends back from Manhattan,
yeah.
or just hometown?
Yeah, just my friends from Manhattan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, have you always been a fan of those reality TV shows where it's always a lot of tension, or is this only Love Island that you really hooked onto?
I mean, for me, it's only Love Island. I know, kind of when you get a friend group, y'all kind of watch shows together. So just doing that, kind of keeping it fun, keeping it together for the summer, it's really been good for us.
And so now to the baseball side of things, obviously, but you're almost halfway through the season here. Is there anything you've learned about yourself over these 22 games here in Newport?
For me, just what I need to do to just be consistent on a night-to-night basis. I mean, these are a great group of guys we have with us. So every single night, just learning something from the coaches, from the players, and just trying to get as better as I can throughout the summer.
And one final question before we let you go, Dre. Love Island U.S. or U.K.?
U.S.
Oh, wow. I think some purists might not like that, but Dre Lewis said it first. U.S. over U.K. We'll see how that one's taken online. But Dre, thank you so much for the time. Good luck today. That's it for us here on the NACBL Broadcast Network. Pregame at Guardians Field. Tune in at 3 p.m. First pitch on ESPN Plus for a 7-inning game for the Gulls and the Nighthawks, with the second game taking place at 6:35.